Okay, hi everyone. As you all know, I'm Megan Watsky. I'm doing a report for Social Problems on social Darwinism. And part of the report is we have to do part of the action, and my action is I'm making a brochure and putting it in Sacred Heart Catholic Church, or if you want a brochure, you can come up and ask me. I haven't printed them off yet. And I've also decided I'm going to inform my English class all about social Darwinism and why I think it's a bit of a social problem. First off, what is social Darwinism? Well, there's 5 things that basically they've narrowed it down to what they think it is. People who believe that biological laws govern all of nature, including humans. Population growth puts pressure on resources that generate a struggle for existence. Physical and mental traits that confer competitive advantages in the struggle that can spread throughout the population through inheritance. Selection and inheritance lead to new species appearing and others going extinct. Those 4 basically can go to anyone also believing in evolution, but here's the 5th one that makes you a social Darwinist. All of the above apply to human culture, and therefore human thinking, religion, psychology, politics, and ethics have evolved through natural selection. Now, in all honesty, there are positives to social Darwinism, because social Darwinism believes that if you are poor, you deserve to be poor. But the positives of that is, well, we're not going to be handing out random money to poor people if they even know they don't deserve it. So that's a positive. However, not all poor people deserve to be poor, and that's why I believe it's wrong. I believe that social Darwinism undermines human dignity, and I believe that while competition is good, I don't believe that it should be to the point that certain individuals don't even get to enjoy the benefits that everyone else gets. I also don't believe that economically disadvantaged people deserve to be economically disadvantaged. They just happen to be. For example, if I'm walking and I stub my toe on something, that doesn't mean that because I'm an immoral person, I deserve to stub my toe. It just means I stub my toe. Same thing with people who are poor. They necessarily don't need to be deserving to be poor. They just are. And also, this also can go to not only poor people, but to people who are not as smart as others, people who are weak or deformed. And actually there are extreme views of this that say that basically if you are born, I'm sure all of you know of the whole Sparta, if an infant is born weak, they are killed, right? Well, that's kind of what they believe. If an infant is born weak, kill it. If you are too old to be useful to the rest of society, let's kill you. If you are sick and we don't think you're going to live, well then why are we wasting our resources into making you better? Let's kill you. That's some of the extreme views. In fact, one of the nice little historical things about this is Nazi Germany. Now I don't really want to go too far into this because whenever someone equates something to Nazi Germany, instantly everyone goes, oh, Hitler is bad. And that's all. No one actually thinks about it. It instantly goes in flames. But one of the things Hitler mentioned in his book was that he believed the Aryan race was superior, and the other races, especially the Jewish, as we all know, shouldn't even exist. So let's kill you, because you are inferior. Also, those experiments that they performed on certain Jewish people, like the twins, they would perform experiments on them. Nurses were actually told that they were not allowed to comfort these people, because if they were to comfort them, it would damage them because their inferiority would rub off on them and make them bad, so they'd have to kill the nurses. Kind of an interesting story. And here's another little tidbit. I believe this was in Montana, but they were wondering why in a hospital all the newborn babies, a lot of the ones that were like ill, why they were all dying. Turns out a nurse was going in and she believed that she was mercy killing.